What is going on, guys? It's your boy Jay here with the Galactic Grizzly, bringing you the pilot video of a brand new series called What Happened. This is a series where in each video I pick one actor that had a heyday or at one point had a breakout moment in their career, and now they're quite hard to find. Everyone has a reason for their careers taking the turns that they do, and I'm going to do my best to find out what those reasons are with this series. I'm going to start this series with 4 videos, one going up every weekend for a month. Depending on what kind of audience this creates will determine whether or not I continue the series after the 4th video. Also, let me give a disclaimer that you will find at the beginning of every one of these videos. It's become a common belief that if an actor isn't regularly in the spotlight, that actor has fallen off the wagon or has had some sort of epic collapse due to personal or professional problems. While yes, that does happen, it's also extremely common for celebrities to just stay out of the news and not constantly have media attention on themselves. Not everybody has a crash and burn in their career, and in a lot of cases, there are completely normal explanations as to what they're doing now. There's a good chance you'll end up seeing both cases throughout this series, but please, don't be disappointed when you find out there are plenty of actors who are continuing their careers and doing just fine. On to what you came here for. Keira Knightley. Most commonly known for her role as Elizabeth Swann in the Pirates of the Caribbean movies, she has had a pretty extensive career so far, but a lot of the time is referred to as an actress that has fell off. So what happened to Keira Knightley? Unless you're a fan of Keira Knightley, you probably wouldn't know that she took to acting at a very young age. Her parents were both actors at one point, and therefore by the age of 6, she had her first role in the TV show Screen 1 Royal Celebration in 1993. She continued to take on more roles throughout her childhood, including A Village Affair, The Bill, The Treasure Seekers, Innocent Lies, and Coming Home. By taking a variety of minor roles at such a young age, it helped her get her name out a little at a time in the film industry. However, she was casted for Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace, for one main reason: her resemblance to Natalie Portman. Keira Knightley actually played Queen Amidala while Natalie Portman was playing Padme. Or is it the other way around? This is probably the first time people, including myself, had ever seen Keira Knightley, but you may have not even realized it because, well, she was playing the double of Natalie Portman. At the time, Knightley was 14, Portman was 18, and yes, they did look identical. The scary part is, even into adulthood, they still looked identical at one point or another. In 2002, Keira Knightley went to Esher College for a short period of time before leaving to focus on acting full-time. She picked up quite a few different roles in various productions throughout the year, but that same year also brought her an audition for the movie that would make her career. At the age of just 17, she landed the role of Elizabeth Swann in Pirates of the Caribbean: The Curse of the Black Pearl. We all know the franchise blew up and sparked many more movies to come, but what went unnoticed was Bend It Like Beckham. The movie came out around the same time that Pirates of the Caribbean did, and also featured Keira Knightley as one of the stars. Since it was quickly overshadowed by the success of Pirates, the movie was re-released to many different theaters across the US, and at one point actually came in at number 12 on the box office list. Between the 2 great performances she had in those 2 movies, she was quickly casted for a main role in King Arthur, which released in 2004. Before Pirates of the Caribbean: Dead Man's Chest was released, she starred in Domino, Pride and Prejudice, as well as The Jacket, all in 2005. While 2006 did bring the release of the new Pirates movie, there was an Oscar nomination for Keira Knightley in the Best Leading Actress category, which Reese Witherspoon ended up winning in the end. Keira Knightley went on to be involved in quite a few more movies, short films, charities, etc., as well as announcing Pirates of the Caribbean at World's End would be her last movie in this series. She began to focus more on roles in independent productions as well as plays, but more notably starred in Seeking a Friend for the End of the World in 2012, The Imitation Game in 2014, and Collateral Beauty in 2016. So why does it seem like Keira Knightley disappeared? Well, like I mentioned earlier, she began to focus more on independent films, international titles, as well as getting involved in theater productions. Not every actor wants to only work on big Hollywood blockbusters every year. I mean, they are human. I'm sure they get bored of doing the same thing over and over again and look to other areas of similar interest. Recently, she did star in Red Nose Actually, which was basically a TV short sequel to Love Actually that premiered in March of this year. And although she said she was done with Pirates of the Caribbean, she did make a cameo in Pirates of the Caribbean: Dead Men Tell No Tales. Not to mention the fact that she has roles in an array of upcoming films, most notably Disney's live action The Nutcracker and the Four Realms. This just goes to show you that Knightley is part of a long list of actors that haven't fallen off or washed out, but instead have decided to spread their talents across more areas than one. And Keira Knightley is a great example of just that. She hasn't gone anywhere, she's actually right under your nose. If you have any recommendations for who you'd like to see featured in the next video of What Happened, leave that down in the comments below, or tweet a reply to the Twitter accounts, which is @GalacticGrizz. Should be down in the description below, as well as the very beginning of the video. It should have been there as well. I will talk to you on the next one. Subscribe if you want to keep up with this series, as well as a few others up on the channel. I will see you on the next one. Peace. She has had a pretty extensive career so far, but a lot of the times is returned. My goodness.